In a tweet on February 3rd, Dutch researcher Frank Hugebeets predicted that an earthquake of greater than 7.5 magnitude would strike Turkey and Syria. His prediction came true 3 days later on Monday, when 4 tremors shook the two nations, Turkey and Syria. The death toll stands at more than 25,000 today. Frank Hugebeets works for the Solar System Geometry Survey. It is a research institute that monitors the geometry of celestial bodies in relation to seismic activity. So thank you so much for joining us on India Today. I believe we are the first Indian channel that you are talking to. But I want to ask you, my first question to you is, how are you able to make this prediction, especially in the case of the earthquake that has shook Turkey as well as Syria?
First of all, thank you for having me. The reason for me to put out that tweet on 3 February was based on extended research that I did in the past. Historical earthquakes. There have been very deadly earthquakes in the past in that region, and it has been a very long time. And on 3 February there was some seismic activity in the region, and because of the earthquake threat for that region, I thought people need to be warned that anytime soon there could be a really large earthquake in the area. But I had no idea that it would happen 3 days later, so that is a bit of a coincidence.
But Mr. Hugebeets, your critics and many scientists have questioned these claims and this particular prediction, and many previous ones that you have made too. And of course, you are replying to them on social media. But what are your comments to those people who are saying that one cannot predict an earthquake? In fact, the US Geological Survey has also said that no scientist has ever predicted a major earthquake.
The reason is that the method that we use is controversial, and this is because we have done extended research also into historical earthquakes, and we look specifically at the position of the planets at the time of large earthquakes in history. So then we can find a pattern, and we use that to anticipate larger earthquakes in the future, and this works very well. The problem is that scientists, mainstream scientists in general, they refuse to look at the planets because there is a consensus that planets don't have influence, so we don't have to look at the planets. But that is not backed by research, but by the consensus that planets have no influence. But based on our research, it turns out that the planets have actually major influence.
I want to ask you, because you have also predicted another major earthquake spread across Afghanistan, Pakistan and through India right till the Indian Ocean region. Is there any sense when it may occur, and what will be the extent of damage that it could cause?
There is a bit of confusion, I think, because in our forecast we explained that the purple band that you see on the map doesn't mean a rupture zone, so it doesn't mean that there will be an earthquake starting in Afghanistan into the Indian Ocean. It's merely an atmospheric fluctuation marking potential regions where a larger earthquake may occur, so that could be Afghanistan or Pakistan, or maybe if it occurs a little bit to the east, maybe even in India, like in 2001. That is possible. But this is all about possibility and probability. There is no certainty.
All right, so basically you're saying that you're not saying with certainty that an earthquake is going to occur in this particular region of India, Pakistan and Afghanistan, but you're saying that there may still be a possibility.
Yes, that is right. We look at the positions of the planets in the moon, and then we isolate critical time frames, like we did for 4 to 6 February. And then we also look at atmospheric fluctuations, what could be the most likely regions where larger seismic activity may occur. But it is really probability, it is no certainty.
But that prediction based on the seismic activity particularly in the Indian region has created quite a stir. But the Pakistan Meteorological Department has also rejected your claims of the next big earthquake being in Afghanistan and Pakistan region.
Yes, that is correct, because it is not a claim. We never said that it will happen, but the problem is our forecasts are sometimes taken elsewhere in social media, and then it gets a new story. But in our forecast, we really talk about probability, and Pakistan, Afghanistan, the regions that we marked are probability.